Alright, hello and welcome back. It's TommyWave here with another deck, another Hearthstone deck. Something that we have played before in the past, but pretty recently actually, but with a couple of twists, and most importantly, a really budget feel. I know a lot of you out there really appreciate those cheaper decks. So we've got here Ma3ud's Demon Zoolock. So we played Ma3ud's Zoolock a couple of days ago, and this one has all the regular cards we'd expect. We've got the Doom Guards at the end of the curve, and quite a lot of 1-drops. So we're trying to get on the board quite early, maintain both board presence, and start chipping away at our opponent using the Warlock hero power to make sure that we never run out of gas. So the important card differences here between the Zoolock decks that we've looked at previously, something missing right at the end of the curve here, and that's no Blood Reaver Gul'dan. So we don't have any last kind of shots at bringing back a couple of Doom Guards and killing our opponent. We've really got to try and get it done with that early game. With that pressure. The other big difference is 2 Spellbreakers in here. I have commented the last couple of decks that we've played that haven't had like silencers or polymorphs in there. I've always commented that it would feel nice to have one. Whether or not that makes the deck better or worse, I guess is experiential. We'd have to see it, but this deck has 2 Spellbreakers in it, and I'm really keen to try them out and see how that goes. What else have we got in here? We've got the Direwolf Alphas and the Glacial Shards, which we haven't played with before. Glacial Shard is hopefully going to be pretty good in the mirror, or the aggro mirror, and maybe even good against Murloc Paladin. We've been hitting quite a lot of those lately, so we'll get to see how those go. Other than that, it's really, like we said before, quite all the regular suspects. So I'm going to jump into some games and we'll see how this one goes. And Alright, we're here with Ma3ud's Zoolock. We've got a interesting one here. Do we keep the Abusive Sergeant, or do we try and go for one of our better 1-drops? And I think I'd lean towards trying to get one of those Kobold Librarians, Melchized's Imps or Flame Imps on the first turn. So we'll send that back. Definitely, if you are checking this video out on Hearthstone, give the deck a thumbs up. It looks like the creator of the deck has said that they'll give some mulligan explanations and in-depth guides at certain thresholds of upvotes. So it's always really interesting for me. I don't know about y'all, but it's really interesting for me to find out just how people think about their decks. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. I think we just want to try and make sure that our opponent's getting as little value out of their Mark of the Lotus and as we can. Maybe we should have shot the Penguin in case they had Mark of Discharge. But yeah, it's really nice to get people's thoughts, even if they may differ to yours. Oh, jeez, having a rough one here. And especially you might not exactly agree with their opinions, but you can always it helps you get a better understanding of your own opinions. Get those explanations. Oh, jeez. Are we going to die to Savage Roar on turn 4? No. Curious if our opponent starts trading in here. Maybe they have living mana? That would make some sense. They don't. Eesh. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Well, I don't think we can ever play this Flame Imp. We're dead. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. Yep. Got us. Well, not not the greatest example of a game. Obviously, our draw there was subpar, I would say. But that is it is something to take note of, that cards like Blood Fury Potion do have a cost to them. That if you don't have any board presence, it's an unplayable card. It is a brick, as opposed to Demon Fire, which still has like some application. Like if you're ahead on board with a demon, you can get more ahead. If you're behind, you can try and use it to stay in the game. So just something to keep an eye on. Sweet, I actually really like this hand. Demon Fire is a bit of a flexible option on turn 2. Can buff this imp to a 3/5, or we can just play the Direwolf, get it to a 2/3. Yeah, really, I like this hand. If you digging the tunes, we're listening to Hexenkraft, who's a wonderful person. You can find them on Twitter, they're pretty active there. They're really nice kind of dark synth stuff. Coil. So might want to be cautious of like a Defile.
No, trust me.
I think I don't want to give them an easy Defile. At least not right now. Hellfire. Cool. So now I can follow up with a Doomguard and see if they have the answer for it. Yep, 5 mana. They're gonna have to have something special. El Gigante. Alright, well if we play, don't discard this Soulfire. So now it's like a math question of like Soulfire, we're like 66% to discard the right card, whereas Doomguard we are it's like 1 in 3. So and then this is also, yeah, right, so we get them either way. Cool. It took me a little bit to realize that the Blood Fury and Demon Fire also represented 5 damage, so sorry for everyone who was looking at the screen and just screaming, and I hope your monitor is okay. That was good, that was a good showing, and hopefully some of the things that we were playing around, you know, worked out. Like, I like to hope and think that our opponent had a Defile in their hand like, the entire time.
My blade burns with holy fire.
Okay. Do we want Soulfire against the Murlocs? And the Silence against the Murlocs as well. Silence probably only good against Kings. And maybe if we're behind and they have they play a War Leader. I'll keep it like this. Hey Charles, how you going? Hope you're enjoying your Friday. It is Friday now. Friday for most people, I should say. We're playing some Zoolock today. This list by Ma3ud's. I wanted to take a look at it because it's quite a budget list, and I've been thinking of doing a series on budget decks. Actually, just taking a look at one for each class, and just trying to make some decks that are like good for, like, don't contain a lot of cards from the Year of the Kraken stuff. And have some interesting like modularities, so like have some upgrade paths and stuff. So this is a really like good example of like a pretty budget Warlock list, other than like the Despicable Dreadlords and the Blood Fury potions. Maybe those are like the cards that stand out as being not not the most necessary for budgetary concerns. I should do budget face Hunter. Well, that's the obvious thing, right? Like, honestly, I think if I did do one of each deck, I'd want to leave Hunter and Warlock to the very end, because they are the feels like they're just the easiest ones to do.
You are not the boss of me.
I think I'd start with Priest if I was gonna do anything. I think Inner Fire Priest. If you cut some of the more expensive like dragon cards, it's actually pretty budget. Damn. You thinking you might build this Zoolock deck? This one here, or the one we played the other day? See? Got him. Alright, because that all these games have been pretty quick, and that first one was extremely quick. I think we'll load up another one. Bit of an extra treat for everyone who's watching the video on YouTube. But yeah, if you would like to see some budget lists and get like I guess a bit of a like more thorough look and dive into them, so let me know. Let me know in the comments section. Hit me up on Twitter at Tommy_wave. Let me know what what class you'd like to see, or also if you've got a budget deck that you've really enjoyed playing, hit me up with that deck code. Maybe we can play it on stream. They're different, yeah. So the deck we're playing right now, and not queuing into a game for, is a bit more budget. So we don't have Blood Reaver Gul'dan, and we don't have some of the later game cards. Just gonna cut it. Oh no. Alright, well, I guess that's a great time to cut it there. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll be back with the next one. Hope you enjoyed it.